unanimous sportswear. Sponsors of Drop the Puck. Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
Welcome to Drop the Puck. We're at Planetised Altrincham for the North 2 battle between Altrincham Aces and the Sheffield Senators. Now these two teams are in the top four. They're battling up for the playoff spot and it's getting ever closer this playoff weekend. Aces currently number 2, Senators currently standing at number 4. Both teams have pretty much played a lot of their games. On the head-to-head, these two teams, Aces hold it 2-1. Previous scores where the Aces were 5-0 winners, Senators 5-4 winners. But here's the interesting one, Ben. Aces 15-3 winners in the last game. Coming into this one, the way the form of the Aces is, you've got to say to yourself, is this going to be another barnstormer? Is this going to be another one-sided game? Or have the Senators got enough to try and fight something back?
I think the result for the Senators came at an unfortunate time for them. A lot of change in the backroom staff. Some other off-ice issues and things like that. But, you know, I kind of feel they've got the feet back under them now. And I genuinely think, you know, if Altrincham come in with a bit of complacency tonight, they could slip up and the Senators potentially could be a banana skin for them. But saying that, though, the Aces have been flying high at the moment, putting on an absolute masterclass of how to play hockey. And it's going to be really interesting to see. Right now, I'll be honest, I can't really call it.
Well, it's such a turnaround considering how the Aces were last season, and it's great to see them getting back into that kind of form. But one of the things we always touch on here on Drop the Puck is discipline, and with two teams who need a game and need a win so much like these two for the playoff contention, do you think they could lose it all? Because at the moment, Aces currently stand on 436 minutes, penalty minutes, whereas the Senators are 504. Quite close. Do you think it could be disciplined, or do you think it could all go out the window?
They are quite low numbers still, though, Gary, this season. You look at some of the other teams, the examples, maybe Widnes, D-side, Bradford. You know, they're creeping into the 600, 700, 800 minutes. That's quite disciplined hockey, which means that a lot of the talking's done on the ice, and I think that's what we're going to see tonight. I think it will be a very disciplined game. Neither team can afford to have players off the ice. Neither team can afford to be on the penalty kill, because both special teams units have got the ability for short-handed goals, so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
Well, interestingly enough, two players that are normally high in the rankings, Vlad Volkanovs for the Aces and Thomas Humphreys for the Senators, are two of the people that you'd probably say that are most prolific for each of the teams. But who are your people to watch tonight then, Ben?
So for me, straight away, my first players from the Altrincham Aces will be Sean Jones. Now, Sean's got 18 assists to his name this season already, and although he's not got many goals, he's making things happen when he's on the ice. He's doing really well. He's, you know, every time one of the players will turn around, he'll be in their face. He's great on the forecheck, and I think he's really blossomed since he's come out from Blackburn. You know, he had a bit of a shaky start at first, but then he's really opened up, so I really want to keep an eye on tonight.
On the other side of the puck?
Well, on the other side of the puck, you mentioned Tom Humphreys previously. It's his right-hand man. It's Nathan Parks Britton. Right now, he's got 33 assists to his name, so he is the playmaker when it comes to that forward line. And I think you'll see Humphreys relying a lot on him tonight to try and feed him the puck. I think, you know, if Britton gets a good game under his belt, then, you know, the Aces defence really need to watch themselves.
Well, this is an interesting game. It's a vital game for both teams. Aces only have 2 games left after this one, and the Senators have 4 games left after this one. Strangely enough, both have to play the Dragons in their next game, but a lot of teams could hold the cards on to what goes on next in the playoffs. So this game is a must-win for both. So without further ado, I think it's time to go down to the ice, and it's time to
drop the puck. So Mr. Williams calls both teams to the centre of the ice, and it's going to be Rogers and Bain who go in for the face-off. Immediately Aces win that, take that back to Holland. Holland dumps that round onto the boards near side, trying to play it out. It's tied up on the boards early. Push by the Aces, calmly picked up by Ahern. Finds Rogers, goes round Holland. Dunford closes that pass lane off, kicks the puck out the zone with his skate. Ahern takes his time, holds the line. Picked up by Keim. Declan Keim skates it in into the corner. Big body on there from Kamnicek. Kicked out once more. And here come the Aces. Bain, he's got to head up, bit of space in front of him, and that's going to be an offside call. Early possession now, good spell for Altrincham. Face off, neutral ice. Picked up once more by Sharrock of the Aces. Little bit of pressure coming from Humphreys, and we know Tom Humphreys, one of the biggest offensive threats that Sheffield hold tonight, currently second top scorer in the league, but it's Volkanovs looking for a little redirect there. Kept in by Sullivan. Volkanovs takes his time, gets out in front, low slot shot. Oh! Good turnout by Hartley there, sees it late. Sullivan, chased down by Parks Britton. Manages to dump it back, picked up by once more by Lone. Truls Lone takes his time, out to Britton, straight into the chest of Maudsley. Great glove save.
Well, be interesting to see if the Senators can put the Aces under a little bit more pressure than they did in their last game against them.
Yeah, that last game, obviously Hartley had 8 put past him before they switched him out for Tim Lyons. Lyons also on the bench tonight for Sheffield.
The thing is, Ben, deep in their mind, Senators must realise that, you know, losing 15-3 in the last game.
Good dumping chase tactics there, pays off for Altrincham, as Volkanovs kept that alive.
Yeah, just saying there, Ben, that the Senators can't afford another result like that tonight.
Colton takes it in Maudsley, tight angle, good seal on the post, manages to kick it out, good pressure now from Sheffield. Maudsley full flat on his belly, using that blade to clear, and once more, and this very good offensive flow at the moment, just disrupted there by Sullivan, turned back round and scooped up once more by Gavigan. Gavigan puts it into the corner, it's going to be picked up by Altrincham. Calmly try and go D to D, but loose puck scooped up once more. Joel Gavigan across the face of the goal. Not a Sheffield play to turn that in. And this should be warning signs for Altrincham early. That's going to be an icing call. Good battle pressure there. Sheffield showing early that they can hang with them.
Yeah, it's promising at the moment, and most noticeably, Ben, a short bench tonight, Sheffield, so you know they need to get a good start.
Yeah, Sheffield only got 13 skaters but 2 netminders, so it's going to be interesting. Looking for the rebound though there is Hurst. Out to the point, good shot in. And that was from Otley, but here come the Aces. Cut out immediately by Keim. Keim has the door slammed shut on him by Volkanovs. Volkanovs takes it over the blue. Gains his own into the corner. Doug Jordan there, puts his body in the way. Back in, little redirect from the Holland pass. And a little bit of words there between Sharrock and Otley. Face off in the Sheffield zone, scooped up immediately by the Senators, dumped straight back in by Altrincham now. Jordan tries to kick it out to the boards. Picked up by Hopkins, decides to put that back in into the glove of Jordan. Jordan looking for a stretch pass. Little 1-2 between Keim and Rogers. Turn back though, Otley again. Nixon has knocked that on. Although Nixon's on the shirt, it is Max Hurst icing tonight in that number. As Watson finds Jones. Sean Jones just loses it at the blue. Turned back out in front of the benches once more. Picked up by Keim. Declan Keim looks for the drop pass to Hurst. Altrincham swarm him out there. Sullivan clears the zone. Ahern forced to go back there to Bell. Quick play back in, and once more Aces are in possession as they go for a line change. Ahern cuts out that clearance. Scooped up once more, trying to find Haslam on a break. Kyle Haslam gets inside. Has he got support there? He's lost the puck out to Kime. Puts his man down. Shot in! What a save, Mark Hartley. Flash of the glove.
Yeah, first taste of rubber for him really there. Ace is trying to make their mark quick.
Face off will be left-hand side of Hartley. Great draw in there by Bain. Shot in, Sullivan, redirect. And it's 1-0 Altrincham.
Well, it's been coming. Although a lot of pressure from Senators, the Aces just needed to bide their time, look for that shot, and they've done well to get on the scoreboard as quick as they can, prove a point. It's so far, it's Altrincham Aces 1, Sheffield Senators 0.
Face-off gets action back underway after that Altrincham goal, 15:44. Remain in this first period. Great start for Altrincham, but here comes Humphreys. Tests Maudsley. Maudsley's got his leg pad down. Back into the corner, trying to clear it out. Picked up once more by Jordan. Jordan feeds it around to Humphreys. Just dispossessed there by Berry. Little handbags between Berry and Humphreys. Bain kicks it round the back of his net and they play it out, Altrincham. Only to be picked up by Otley at the halfway. Knocked back on by Humphrey, straight onto the stick of Berry. Berry pushes it forward to Haslam. Haslam goes down the wing, takes the corner, looks to cut inside, decides to turn round. Berry in support at the point. Behind the net, looks out in front for Bain.
Oh.
Good effort.
Oh, it's kicked back towards him.
Kime loses out that. Dunford. Backhands out round the back to be picked up there by Haslam. Jordan can't clear it. Haslam now in possession. Once more Dunford off his stick, up now to play. And Altrincham already looking for a second. Face off there, right hand side of Hartley in the Sheffield zone, picked up once more by Altrincham as they work that put round well, trying to find Sharrock out in front. Great little kick out save, but it's been kept in by Clarkson. Clarkson finds Sharrock, under pressure from Ahern. Manages to find Volkanovs turns around Colton dispossesses him, and here comes Sheffield on the break. It's a little 2-on-2. Haslam does well to back check Wyatt even, and that's a big hit on the boards there. And that's going to be called early. So Jordan Holland goes to the box for 2. That's a late hit. First power play of the night goes the way of the Sheffield Senators. As immediately Altrincham try and clear the zone. Find Volkanovs. Volkanovs has cleared the zone. It's 1-on-1 with Otley. Otley sends him wide. Shot goes wide of Hartley's net. But it's Altrincham putting Sheffield on the back foot, even though it's the Sheffield power play. And now Senators look to work that puck. And there's going to be an icing call, and that's not going to help Sheffield at all. Puck back down in the Sheffield zone. Wyatt lines up for the face-off. Manages to get that away for Altrincham into possession of Volkanovs, who's just going to hold that up on the board to chew this clock up. 1:30 now remaining in the power play. You've got Jordan and Britton in there trying to dispossess Volkanovs, and they finally kick it out to Otley. Otley forced behind his net to try and hold up his lone, get some motion going, tries to set the play up. Wyatt, great forecheck, sends him wide. That's going to be a tripping call there on Volkanovs. Just waiting for the touch-up as Sheffield now decide to leave the netminder in. Has it been called? No, the official's gone down. They've not called that on Volkanovs. Play continues though. Bain goes down, still no arm in the air. Bain gains his own, dumps that into the corner. It's going to be picked up by himself. Looks to inside short-handed goal, Sharrock, and there it is.
Well, a cheeky little move there as he puts it into the corner, and then chases it down himself, swings it back around the back of the net, and then sets it up. Sharrock knocks it in, and it's now Altrincham Aces 2, Sheffield Senators 0.
Mr. Williams back in the centre ice as we still are on the power play for Sheffield, believe it or not. Holland still sat in the box there for that late hit, as once more Altrincham regain possession. Ahead. Great little move from Bain, coughs the puck up to Sharrock, takes a swing at it, but it's whipped out from under him by Hurst. Again ahead, knocks that forward, great play to Rogers. Quick pass is disrupted once more. Kamnicek just dumps that onto the blue for Bain to put in. 7 seconds remain on the power play now, and what a penalty kill this has been for the Altrincham Aces. Back to 5 men. Watson tried to go to the slot to find a man skating in there. And Sheffield trying to use the line change to their advantage. Sullivan, though, has turned that loose puck into the corner, regained possession. Still trying to clear it out. Templer, though, tried a slap shot on the loose puck. Kime taking his time. Onto the stick of Berry. Berry tries to find a man forward very quickly. Turned back around by Otley. Otley takes the body on. Gavigan under pressure there from Jones, who's now picked that puck up. Loses his edge to far side there. Ace's man. And Ahern's going to scoop up that loose change. Sheffield playing a lot of dump and chase hockey as Holland back on the ice looks to clear that out. Ainsworth got around by Otley. Still Otley, shot, good shot in there, forces a save out of Maudsley. Near side, dug out Templer. Weak pass put on net. I think he was waiting for somebody to skate it in there. Aces go for another line change. Ahead. Getting the orders quickly. But Ainsworth's managed to get in there and cause some mischief. Haslam rings that round to Dunford. A little bit too much on it. And Ahern now scoops it back up for the Senators. Decides to go D to D with Bell. Oh, just playing that little keep away. Kamnicek regains possession for Altrincham. Gives it up though straight away to Gavigan. Shut down by Holland neutral ice. Here comes Hopkins. Down the wing, puts it off. Sam Dunford skated in, blade down, flicks it up wide of the Sheffield net. And with 10:03 left in this second period, it should be a 3-0 game already.
Yeah, a few chances they've had look really, really promising, and 2 ahead. You do fancy the Aces for this already.
.9:49 in the first period. Face-off picked up once more by Altrincham. Feed that back to Hopkins. Takes his time. Sharrock skating forward. Knocked out. Picked up again. Volkanov's held the line well. Still Sharrock. Lays it off to Volkanov's last minute. Stabbing around in the paint. Berry takes a shot off the leg pad to Hartley. Hartley's going to scoop that up. Clear it down, trying to find Humphreys on a breakaway. Parks Britton skates in for the support, so does Lone. Cut out by Volkanov, turned back round, up ice. It's a 1-on-2. 3-on-2 now. Volkanov's. Well, that was well read there by Jordan. Held that pass lane closed right to the last minute. Sharrock gets the puck out in front, no one there. Clarkson back into the corner. Second attempt, Wyatt. Can't control that in. And there's a breakaway here as Humphreys has got round Jordan. Tom Humphreys all alone. Jordan slams the door shut. And now Ahern forced to go around the back of the net. Blade out by Maudsley and a little kick save there. Sheffield getting some momentum going now, but back the other way once more. Volkanov's 2-on-1 situation with Watson. Finds Watson.
Oh, what a save, Hartley. Great play there between Volkanovs and Watson. Skated down on the 2-on-1. Gets that puck across. Watson gets his stick down on the ice. What a great save there by Mark Hartley.
Yeah, he had to put his body on that one. I think he saved another point for the Aces there.
Face-off will be back in that Sheffield zone. Watson loses out on the tie-up. Breakaway, and here we go. It's Hurst. Hurst gets around his man, goes backhand. Great save there by Maudsley. Used the inside of his leg pad. And now Jones back the other way. He's got Ainsworth in the centre. Decides to keep hold of it. Sends his man to the ice still. Goes in there, is Jones. Stabbing at that pickle, but that's Maudsley on that tighter than the lid on the jar. Face-off will be between Watson and Rogers. And Watson played it off the skates of the ref straight into possession of Sheffield. Hurst takes his time, tries to play that up, he's forced backwards. Jones with the forecheck pressure has caused the mistake. Hurst recovered down, he's managed to kick that out to Rogers. Rogers, he's only got Sullivan to beat. Sullivan does his job and holds him up though. Kime redirects out the wrong way. Straight back the other way, unfortunately onto the stick of Otley, but Watson is going to pick that loose pass up. Watson skated in, Luke Watson!
Oh.
It's going to trickle in, it's on line! Well, it's no goal. Wow! Luke Watson waves the wand. Looked like he was going to toe drag it past Hartley, lets the puck sail in. And it looks like Hartley's got to it just on the line, as you can see from the replay there.
Yeah, unlucky. I honestly thought he'd just tapped that in.
And Watson denied for a second time this period by Hartley. Face off, right hand side of Mosley in the Altrincham zone. Great tie up there, and it's Bain who wins out of Britain. Looking to play that. Little deflection there, plays it onto the stick of Humphreys, puts it back in. Berry's there. Has Britain to get round. Haslam decides to run wide with that past Humphreys, takes it down that left wing, takes a shot, it's off a deflected stick and out into the bleachers. Face off, right hand side of Hartley once more in the Sheffield zone. Altrincham do well to keep that in. Volkanovs takes his time, plays it off the boards. Can he get round Ahern? No, Ahern slams the door shut. Great play. Sheffield back in possession in their own zone once more. Loose puck though. Sullivan feeds it straight back to Volkanovs. Plays it in. Well, that was Wyatt. Caught the puck. Sharrock keeps the play alive. Onto the stick alone.
Well, they're doing well, keeping it in the Sheffield end.
Volkanovs takes his time, gets his shot off. Tried to get the stick down for the rebound. Wyatt couldn't. Loans only cleared it as far as Sullivan, who's lovely little right foot into the corner. Ahern forced to clear that out once more. It's going to be Humphreys. Turns Wyatt, finds a space, finds Parks Britton. It's 2-on-2. Well, forced to slam on there. It's allowed Aces to get back. Great body block there from Volkanovs, and Altrincham once more in possession as he go down the other way. Back up the ice. Sullivan forces Holly out of his net. Well, a sail through the crease there. There wasn't an Altrincham player. Watson's put it back in onto the stick of Ahern, and we've got an odd man rush here. Oh, great play there.
Oh, no one there.
And Andy Hopkins just denying Tom Humphreys there. As back the other way with Hopkins. Rogers. Hopkins loses his edge. Picked up though, recovered by Ainsworth. Ainsworth takes his time. Dumps it into the corner. Nobody there though. Rogers is going to pick that up. Great pressure on from Watson. Kept alive in the corner once more by Kamnicek. They found Hopkins. Good save, Hartley.
Handed on a plate there, wasn't he?
Holland puts that back in, looking for the rebound. Wyatt can't get there. Back up to Hopkins once more, uses the boards. Watson brought down by Otley.
That's a big man to bring down.
Sheffield, with a series of passes, managed to get the puck down. Back to the Altrincham zone. Rogers tried to find Kai. Big shot comes in there from Jordan, skating in. A little manoeuvre there from Haslam, tried to find Bain. Bain's picked it up. Don't know if that came off the face mask of Hartley. He shakes his head. But back the other way quickly, Rogers. Rubbed out of that play there. 3 minutes 58 remain in this period. Dunford managed to dig it out. It's Sam Dunford. He's in all alone, and he scored! 5 goals, Hartley.
Well, that's what you get for determination and sticking at it. He manages to fight away on the boards there, gets the puck, sails up the left-hand side of the Sheffield netminder and slots it home, calm as you like. And it now extends the lead here at Planetize Altrincham. It's now Altrincham Aces 3, Sheffield Senators 0.
Face-off picked up once more by Sheffield off the restart. Look to put it straight on net into the glove of Maudsley, who's comfortable enough to let that go on the ice for Sullivan. Haslam, backhands out the zone, but kept in. Well, that's tight by Otley. Was it cleared? Yet it was. That's an offside call. Neutralised face-off. Pushed in by the Senators. Into the corner. Off the kickboard. Gavigan. Well, great stick lift there by Bain. Saw the chance squandered. And Haslam to come down off Bain. Bain across Dunford. Literally in the face of Hartley looking for the redirect. None of the Sheffield players able to clear the crease. And dare I say it, Gary, Altrincham seem to have taken the foot off the gas a little bit.
Yeah, it seems a little bit relaxed, doesn't it? But I mean, at the end of the day, they're a confident team at the moment.
Good shot in from Sullivan. Tried to clear that out once more, and it's kept in. Dunford's kept the play alive. Sheffield struggling to get a grip on this game. And Templar once more manages to clear the zone. Body on from Berry. Well, there was calls for interference. And Berry and Templar in the corner there. Humphrey shot on.
Oh!
A hand with the
And again,
rebound.
oh!
And Sheffield finding some momentum in this final 2 minutes 13. The puck finally comes out to Bain. Turned around though, Templar's kept that alive. Another shot in, look at the redirect. This time was to Humphreys. And he's desperate to get on the score sheet.
Well, I'd put money on him getting on there normally.
Quick line change by both teams. Opens the ice up a little bit, but managed to do it in time as Bell holds the puck up in the D. Dispossessed. They've managed to find Wyatt takes a shot. Great save. And Hartley right now is keeping the Senators somewhat in this game. Humphreys does well to hold up. Big collision out in front of the boards there. Ahern chased down by Volkanovs. He's giving it away. Vlad Volkanovs takes his time and decides to put that into Rosette.
Well, what you don't do is you do not leave loose change lying around the face of goal with Volkanovs floating around.
Sheffield get away with a lucky escape there. Face off in the Sheffield zone, picked up by Altrincham once more. Good shot on. Hartley knocks that down into the crease, scooped away by Otley, but it's going to be regained there by Volkanovs. Once more out to the point, Jordan takes a shot in, John Holland, and that's going to be shut down immediately by Hartley. Hopkins in for the face-off with Rogers. Wins that for Altrincham. Jones under pressure. Kime forces the turnover, finds Rogers. Fed up there for Hurst. It's going to be Berry and Hurst. And Berry just uses his frame to ease Hurst off that puck. Kamnicek knocks that forward. Jones turns that over for Kime. Shot straight down the throat of Maudsley. And that's a great save with 37 seconds left in this period. Face-off picked up by Sheffield in the dying 30 seconds of this period.
Oh,
trying to get something. Ooh, shot runs through the crease there. Can Altrincham clear the zone? Jones straight over to try and shut that down. Does so. They managed to work it round to Colton once more. Gavigan picks it up, backhands, straight into the glove of Maudsley, and Paul Maudsley's having an absolute blinder so far with 13 seconds on the clock.
13 seconds, and sure, I thought we were going to get a consolation goal there for this period.
Face-off, we're going to be left to Maudsley in the Altrincham zone. Ainsworth tried to pick that up and take that through. It's a big tie-up and a ruck on the ice, but it's going to come down onto the stick of Ainsworth. Besides the backhand that, he's giving it up to Humphreys though. Watkins just does well to hold that puck up there as the clock runs, and what a first period that's been, Gary.
Well, it's definitely been an interesting one. 3 goals to show for it in this period. You've got Holland topping in first, that cheeky little goal from Sharrock, and Dunford give Altrincham the lead here at Plantage Altrincham. It's Aces 3, Senators 0. Join us after this short break.
Dunarmus Sportswear. Sponsors have dropped the puck. Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
As the teams get ready to start this second period, with Aces playing the cards right, 3 goals up so far, and it's Boehner gets the action back underway. Holland plays that up to Haslam. Britton tries to find Humphreys, does so. All the sting taken out of that pass. Out in front of the boards. And Ace is comfortably moving this puck around. Back round once more. Kamnicek. Fans on that pass. Lone's able to put it in. But it's played out to Bell. Bell back at the point, put it back in. Turned around once more by Altrincham. Ahern scoops that up. Finds Britton. Knocked forward again by Jordan Holland, but put straight back in. Kamnicek follows that up for the icing. Wyatt and Britton in for the face-off in the Sheffield zone. Sheffield managed to kick that round to Humphreys. Cut out by Wyatt. He's turned it back for Volkanovs. Volkanovs can't go around his man, as Bell just puts a brick wall in his way. Ahern pursued down by Wyatt. Bell helps that puck around. Volkanovs picks it up, cuts inside. Humphreys gets his stick in his skate. And Altrincham trying to dig that off the board now. Humphreys managed to clear it out. He's found Britton, but Sullivan's got the jump on him. Comfortably received there. Sullivan takes his time, off the boards. Sharrock picks up by Wyatt, put back in, and Humphreys offside, forced to clear the zone. Takes his time. Sharrock backhands that straight into the stick of Jordan. Tries to clear it out, and going to get a call there. There's another little offside. Face off right hand side of Hartley. Watson's managed to dig that out. Good shot in from Hopkins. And Hartley sees that early. Face off will be right hand side in the Sheffield zone. Hopkins shot. Oh! Watson with an opportunity. Rogers picks up the loose one. Knocked down onto the ice by Jones. Turned back in. Rogers Tried to play it around Watson, who gets himself in the way.
Oh, Sheffield struggling to get it out of that end.
Holland knocks it back onto the stick of Jordan, puts it into the corner, and it's easily received there by Kamnicek. Hopkins plays it forward for Jones. Jones, bit of ice in front of him. Can he get around Otley? Turns around, feeds it back. Holland back in for Hopkins. Left to run, scooped up by Altrincham once more. Paints the boards. And Sheffield clear that all the way down. And there's going to be an icing call. Well, Sheffield protesting time was going to get there first, but Holland was quite clearly in front.
Yeah, Sheffield are playing a bit of a cautious game, I think, Ben. Being pinned in their own end by the Aces.
Face-off will be left side of Hartley between Dunford and Rogers. Rogers manages to kick that straight out to the wing, but it's going to be scooped up there by Altrincham. They've managed to get through the initial opportunities, and here's Hurst. Scooped up again by Altrincham as they clear the zone. Try and find a Ahern who skates that in. To Hurst. Back out once more. And Haslam had his stick down there and just disrupted that play. Altrincham push it into the Sheffield zone once more.
Oh, he's still got it.
Gavigan takes his time, plays that out off the leg of Dunford. Berry clears some room.
Oh! He looked like he tripped then.
Volkanovs is away. Lads, Volkanovs, can he get there?
No, he done enough to get out the way there.
Hartley put his blade on that. He's put the puck back in, straight into the glove of Hartley.
Well, if you were a betting man, you'd put money on Volkanovs there. As you can see on that replay, almost an opportunity.
Great work by the Sheffield defender, cut that lane off.
And Hartley batting it away.
Face-off brings us back into action in the Sheffield zone once more. Senators try and clear that out, do so. Try to find Gavigan, but it was Clarkson who turned that around. Once more, Volkanovs plays that. Berry, plenty of time to find Wyatt, who knocks that on. Joe Wyatt, really working well in that line with Dunford and Volkanovs. But here they come again. Holland times that well. Ooh, good opportunity in. Questions asked of Maudsley. Templar, he's got time, kicks it out to Ahern. Ahern at the point, puts it back into the corner. And Clarkson's all over Templar. Aces clear the puck. Little reminder, obviously, the Senators icing two players in different shirts tonight. So that is Josh Ahern in the Piggott shirt and Max Hurst wearing the Nixon shirt. Lone, in his own numbers, takes in the shot, runs wide.
Oh, there! And an easy tap in, oh my goodness.
As I talk about Truls Lone, the shot comes in from the left wing, off the post, deflects off the back of Maudsley and sits on the line on a silver platter. In skates Truls Lone, 3-1.
And you couldn't ask for a nicer presence there. All gift wrap ready for him to tap in. It's now Altrincham Aces 3, Sheffield Senators 1.
Action back underway after that Truls Lone goal for the Senators. It's now 3-1 in favour of Altrincham, and the pace of the game seems to have woken back up. Jones tries to find Watson off the board, but instead he finds Humphreys. Rings that round, it's going to be picked up here near side. Britton scooped it into the corner. Still parks Britton out in front, off the post.
No one there.
Jones does well to skate through, neutralise. Turned over though to Otley. Watson manages to play that out to the wing. Senators manage to clear that once more. Lone dumps it in. Sullivan takes his time. Little bit of pressure from Humphreys. Well held up there as he finds Ainsworth. Ainsworth decides to take a shot off the leg pads of Bell. Watson feeds it back round. It's going to be picked up at Holland at the point. Finds Ainsworth once more.
Oh, a nice little lift.
And here comes Sheffield. Humphreys dumps it in. He's going to chase it himself. Jones gets there with him. Humphreys though managed to find Lone. Swing and a miss.
And
Second
again.
time of asking side netty. And Truls Lone coming alive late in this second period. 12:41 left on the clock. Wild shot in from Bain. Ahern clears that out comfortably to Berry, neutralise all alone. Dumps it into the opposite corner, chased down by Dunford. Bell's going to get there first though. Kicks out for Bain. Bain straight into the slot, trying to find Haslam. Haslam again. Great save, Hartley.
Well, Lone's got to be kicking himself a little bit there. A little bit of baseball, swing, bada, and he misses that chance to slot one home.
Face off to the right-hand side of Hartley. It's tied up between Rogers and Bain, but it's Altrincham that have come out with that face-off. Berry takes his time, finds a man in the corner. Worked it round to Dunford. Dunford, what will he do? Will he go slot or take a shot? Takes the shot. Deflection. Bain's managed to play it back out into the corner though. Recovered by Altrincham, but turned over. Ahern manages to get round Bain. Bain has managed to do enough. Rogers sees the mistake and recovers. And here come the Senators. Well, Hurst had to slam on and hold the line there.
Oh.
And Dunford's managed to force it through on the line. Bain, still Bain takes a shot. And Ollie Bain will be kicking himself with that one. But Altrincham now with Haslam. Haslam and Hurst. Giving over to Rogers. Rogers tries to get round his man. Maudsley's well out of his crease. Altrincham comfortably turn that round once again with Haslam. Haslam, little move. I think he was trying to get the pass off to Bain. Ends up catching his own skates. Turns it over to Ahern. Skates it in. Into the corner. Kicked out once more, Clarkson. Rings it round. Picked up by Ahern at the point. Clarkson. Holding that up on the boards, chewing the clock up, 10:50 now remaining in the second.
Well, what the Aces can't afford to do, Ben, is have complacency after that last big win they had against the Senators. Because if they do that, they're only going to let them in.
Sharek tries to find Volkanovs. Still Aces. Wyatt positioning himself in that crease, trying to make a nuisance of himself. Volkanovs takes too much time on that, but it's recovered. Clarkson back in.
And there's 3 aces there on the blue paint area.
And
again.
Great shot in, great save Hartley. Senators skate that out. Another stick lift there from Wyatt. Dispossesses Ahern. Colton forced to play that over to Jordan. Jordan takes the shot into glove of Maudsley. Dishes that up for Jordan Holland once more. Otley. Sharrock putting me into board for Sullivan to finish off.
Oh, somebody pressed on the lively button because it's getting active.
Sullivan, Otley, Templar and Volkanovs all in that ruck there. When it comes out in possession of Aces. Altrincham, Vlad's big shut down there from Otley on the blue. Senators getting a bit more of a grip on this game. Turned over to Watson, tries to find Haslam on a stretch pass. Turned straight back around by Doug Jordan now. Finds Colton. Colton takes his time, goes round his man. Brought down. And there's going to be a penalty. No official's arm stayed down. They've blown it dead. Face off, won by Sheffield. Tried to take the shot in from the point, but Humphreys and Watson both in the way. Ainsworth cleared out for Kamnicek on the boards. Picked up once more by Watson in his corner. Plays it out to Hopkins. Hopkins tries to turn Humphreys. Kept alive by Bell. Bell takes it in, looking for Humphreys out in front.
That was close.
8:45 remaining in the second. Sheffield slowly working through the gears now. Puck dumped back into the Altrincham zone once more. Britton plays that round, finds Bell at the point, takes a shot, easily turned out there by Maudsley, picked up though by Lone. Finds a hand on the blue, cleared out by Watson. It's a 2-on-1. Watson's 1-on-1 with Hartley.
Oh, save! Oh, double!
Well, Mark Hartley's kept them in this game.
Couple of crucial saves there, Ben.
Kamnicek does well to play that back up once more. Altrincham, quick line change. And it is getting a little bit more physical now. Oliver Bain for the Aces. Big stretch pass finds Dunford. Plenty of time to turn around. A little bit of ice in front of him. Can he find Haslam? Haslam's out in front. Hartley's got to get his leg pad down. Britton had Bain skating in. Turns it back around for Sheffield. And now Senators retake the flow of the game. Sullivan. Turned over to Rogers, who feeds that straight back to Otley. Lewis Otley. Pursued down by Oliver Bain. Trying to find a man skating in there. And Kime's forced to kick that out. Berry uses the half boards. Rogers loses it in his skates. Haslam knocked it forward. It'd have been offside if any of the Senators had touched that then. So it goes back the other way. Bain with a double shot. Berry, third time of asking. Again, Altrincham winging these pucks in from all over. Big slap shot comes in. Hess was looking in for the rebound there. Great play by Berry, shuts that off. Back the other way with Bain. Bain, he's got Colton to beat. Gets round Colton.
It's in.
Gets round Colton, gets round Kime, sits down Hartley, goal Bain.
Well, Hartley's got to be gutted there because after a couple of fantastic saves, keeping the Senators in it, Bain slots one home for the Aces, and it's now Altrincham 4, Sheffield Senators 1.
Mark Hartley's going to want to keep his head, Gary. Going back to that previous result of the 15-3, Hartley actually removed himself from the game after 8 goals went in. Will we see something similar tonight?
Well, I hope not, because he's having a good one tonight. All but 3 goals. 4 now.
As action is back underway with Sheffield immediately trying to put some pressure on the Altrincham zone. But here comes Volkanovs. Jordan back checking with him. So's Bell. Wyatt tried to knock that in. Volkanovs receiving a bit more physicality now as Templar kicks it out. Clarkson gets his stick down, but here comes Gavigan. Gavigan's run wide. Maudsley's got the seal on the ice. And Volkanovs is just going to come in and tidy all that up. Sharrock decides to dump it down to the opposite corner, and that's going to be an icing call.
So Ben, of course, that one goal the Senators got, give them a little bit of a boost, and it looked like they were going to be in this again, but Aces have put another nail in the door for them.
So far, the Aces, every time that Sheffield seem to get some flow going or a bit of momentum, have an answer for them. As again, Sheffield started with the puck down in the Altrincham zone there, but again we see ourselves back up the Altrincham, the Senators zone. I say that, they've managed to clear it down to Hopkins in his own zone. Kamnicek plays that forward, and Altrincham moving this puck around like it's a training exercise.
Well, hopefully the Senators don't lose focus of what they need to do here today.
Working this puck well now, trying to create an opportunity. Puck in once more, Kamnicek. Help that through the crease. Shot in, great save.
Oh, here we go.
Jones, Sean Jones adds some more points to the board on that one-on-one. Hartley looks really frustrated.
You got to feel sorry for Hartley because he's tried to do everything he can to keep him in it, but silly mistakes the Senators are making, leaving the puck loose, leaving Aces players wide open to pick it up and get on a rebound. And the Aces punish you when they get the chance. It's now Altrincham Aces 5, Sheffield Senators 1.
Mr. William drops the puck for the restart as Kamnicek immediately finds Bain. Bain skates it in, goes to find Dunford, backhand, shut out by Sheffield. 3:18 remaining in the second period.
Oh.
Another effort in from Bain. Haslam forced to put the Jets on there, just a minute to regain possession of that. Turns two players, still Kyle Haslam. Will he go all the way? Haslam, well, looked like he was going to pass it in there, and Otley had answers for him. Again, trying to clear it out. Berry forces Templar to... Oh, well, that's going to be Berry going in the box. It was on Templar. He ran Berry wide, and as he put the Templar wide, he put the puck across onto an Aces stick. Oh, and there's Bailey Templar having words there with Ollie Bain.
And it looked like Berry was saying in the penalty box then, he simulated dive and he dived.
So only the second power play tonight goes the way of Sheffield, but last time they had the opportunity, Aces scored the short-handed goal. Can they make something happen now with Lone? In the corner. Trying to turn Holland, but he's had to give it away. Ahern finds Gavigan, quickly takes a shot, and Humphreys was in the actual way there. Now Humphreys works his puck around well, manages to get it to Gavigan again, takes a shot.
Oh, nice.
Straight into the glove of Maudsley.
Yeah, collected out the sky there.
Face off. Once more in the Altrincham zone. 1:25 remain on the power play.
Oh! A rare
Recovered
mistake by the Aces there.
Covered by Sheffield. Put into the corner. And cleared out there by Sullivan. Hartley does well to trap that puck. Lone. Forced out wide. And once more, Altrincham get a stick on that and dump that away. Quick line change.
Yeah, it looks like the Aces are just going to see the rest of this clock out.
1:24 in the period, 40 left on the penalty. And the Aces looking very comfortable, very smooth. I'm pretty much certain, Gary, I'll put my money where my mouth is, we'll be seeing the Altrincham Aces a Planet Ice witness.
I'll take that bet, sir. Oh, and it's a lovely shot.
Oh, what a goal, though.
My goodness. And from out of nowhere, Sheffield managed to slam one home and make it interesting here with 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining in this second period.
So Tom Humphries, more points to his total as he finally gets on the board tonight. Aces now back down the other way, but again it seems to have woken up Sheffield late in this second period. Is it too little too late though? Ainsworth. Colton manages to dig that past him. Jordan takes his time, clears it out once more. Camden check, foot race, Lone's going to get there. Play still alive. Rogers and Lone in the corner. Lone, I'm looking for a man out in front, and Berry's read that well. And here comes Jones again. Jones has got support from Hopkins. Tries to find him. Well read there.
Yeah, well intercepted.
That was Lewis Otley with 6 seconds left on the clock. Rogers, one-on-one.
Oh, missed an opportunity there.
The bang of the hook in the plexi. There's your buzzer.
Well, it's been lively end to end. I'd say this is an interesting period. And so far, goals in this period from Bain and Jones for Altrincham. And you got Lone and Humphries from the Senators. 2 apiece for this second period, but the score currently stands at Altrincham Aces 5, Sheffield Senators 2. Join us after this short break.
Dunarmus Sportswear, sponsors of Drop the Puck. Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
Mr. Williams calls both teams to the centre of the ice as this third and final period is imminent. Gary, 5-2 to the Aces. The ice seems to be tilted in the home team's advantage. They look certain for the playoffs.
Well, you can't write the Senators off though, Ben.
Well, immediately it's Sheffield in possession with a Hearn. Decides to play that over to Bell. Off the board behind his net. Sheffield looking rather cool and calm early on. Humphries tried to pass it out to Rogers, but Haslam's got other ideas. Regain possession though, Sheffield. Stretch pass then. Tried to be helped on by Britton, but Aces look like they're going to turn that round. It's Sheffield that regain possession once more. Quickly find Rogers. Rogers to Humphries. Humphries takes a shot. Oh, off the metalwork. Warning signs as Maudsley's called into action early in this third. And again. And whatever's been said in the locker room between the second and third has fired Sheffield up and they've come out. But here we go with a chance and Bain. Bain's got up nice in front of him. Tried to get it across to Dunford. Easy pick up for Otley. Turn back around for Sheffield. We've got a 3-on-2. Ahern takes it in. Forced out wide by Bain. Out in front. Kept alive by Hurst. Takes his time. Rogers kicks it back out to Ahern at the point, who takes a shot through traffic. Sullivan's going to be first man for the Aces. Kicks it out to Haslam off the boards once more. Pushed up to Wyatt. Joe Wyatt. Well, he's absolutely crowded out by blue shirts, but Sullivan skated in a pace and managed to take that straight into the corner and kept the play alive for Altrincham. Wyatt. Little mix up there between himself and Jones, and they've turned that puck over. Hurst. Ooh. Well, that was off the back skate of Berry, who's back on the ice. Sharrock takes a shot. Hartley again seeing some action now as Aces back in this game. Still though, so far very much Sheffield who are doing the talking. Dumped in. Holland will be back there first for the Aces. Gets that puck round. Loan to Jones on the boards. Holland does well. Kicks it out. Sharrock puts it down. Is that going to be an icing call? No. Well, Hopkins was skating in there and he's forced Hartley out of his net to play it up. Tom Sharrock once more. Works that puck onto his toe of his stick. Gets a shot away. Watson out front and again. Stabbing away and managed to keep it out.
Good defensive play.
And the puck seems to have gone missing.
It's trapped.
And it's down here with the hand. Everyone was looking for it in middle ice and
They're all searching themselves.
apparently it was under the middle cup, Gary.
Ah, the middle cup. I had the wrong one.
So, neutral ice face-off. Watson and Rogers. Hopkins being given his orders there. Get back on. Berry picks up that draw win. That came off the official skate there, but Watson's managed to drag it over. It's still Watson. Takes his time, takes a shot.
Nice shot.
Hartley got the glove up and it's come down the rebound. Immediately picked back up by Altrincham. Berry fancies his chances. Little tip of the stick there.
Oh,
Sullivan's lost it. Maudsley straight out of his net to recover that mistake. Great team play there by Paul Maudsley. Be careful, gentlemen. It is ice. It is slippy. Once more, trying to work that puck around. Defound Watson, plenty of room in front of him. Skating in Ainsworth for support. Tries to find him. Ainsworth a little too late, but the play's still alive. Watson's brought it down in front in the slot. Kicked it over to Ainsworth in the far wing. Still Aces in possession. Takes another shot. Come off a player. Still in play there as Hopkins picks that up. Literally a blue wall now in front of Hartley. Ainsworth takes his time.
Saved.
Should have buried that. You can see it in his face. And now Colton takes his time. Takes a shot that runs wide. 15:30 remain in this third and final period.
Next goal could be crucial, Ben.
And there's Haslam. He's one-on-one. Haslam and Hartley.
Yes.
And there it is. Kyle Haslam.
You knew he was going to do that. One-on-one. Just as I was about to say, next goal could be crucial, Ben. Whoever gets it. Haslam picks up the puck and slots it right past Hartley. There's nothing he could do about it. And it now, here at Planet Ice, is Altrincham Aces 6, Sheffield Senators 2.
Face off after that Kyle Haslam goal. As Haslam picks up his own pass off the boards, skates it in, round the back of the net. Bain posted right in the crease there. Gets that puck. Haslam again, lets it slide through his skates, regains possession. Plays that round, picked up by Dunford. Dunford's got Bain in the crease, Haslam skating in the low slot. Forced to use Haslam behind the net. Ollie Bain has not been moved so far as he gets the puck back there. Sheffield kicking out, but it's going to be Jordan Holland. Oh, sorry, Kamnicek, apologies, who picks that up. Kamnicek finds Dunford, Sam Dunford. Been really prolific for Altrincham this season.
Oh, good little tap away there.
Haslam takes his time. Under pressure from Templar. Finally gives the puck up. Otley skates it in. Low slot. Will he take the shot? No. He's got Britton in support. Decides to go into the corner for Rogers. Finds a man out front. First time shot there from Hearn. Back across again. Templar trying to redirect that round the back of Maudsley. And now Sheffield establishing themselves in the Altrincham zone. Too much on that. Skates past a Hearn. Little bit of pressure comes in from Jones and Wyatt. They've managed to kick that to Rogers. Rogers gets round Sullivan. Still Rogers takes a shot. Sam Rogers.
Oh, well
Great
saved.
save, Paul Maudsley. Humphries tried to find Parks Britton in the middle. Ends up finding Bell on his own blue. And that's going to be an icing call. Well, great bout of pressure there both ways, Gary. Sheffield certainly showing they're not down and out yet.
No, you certainly can't count them out. I mean, okay, 4 goals down. It's possible for them to claw that back. But the Aces have got to be careful here. Just being 4 goals in front may not be enough for them to take this game away.
So face-off will be right-hand side of Hartley. Wyatt picks that up. Still Wyatt. Britton dispossesses him, but it's scooped up by Sullivan at the point. Goes round the back. Wyatt picks that back up. Berry. And it's cleared out. Sullivan gets his stick down. Perfect timing. Shuts that stretch pass off to Parks Britton. And again, you can see desperately Sheffield trying to just dump that puck out. They found Humphries neutral ice. He knocks that forward. Nathan Parks Britton gets his feet going, but unfortunately runs into a dead end.
Oh!
Shot on Maudsley into the chest, and he's down on it.
Yeah, that puck was just slowly sailing past a few players there. Nobody's seen it and took the opportunity to slam one on Maudsley, but he's safely behind it.
So, neutralise face-off once more. From the centre dot. Watson brings that round for Ainsworth. Gets there. Lone. Tried to dispossess him, no. Picked up by Kamnicek. It's come off the body of Lone. Truls Lone skated in. He's got support. Far side. Takes a shot himself and he's in. Truls Lone manages to butter that one up and squeeze it past Paul Maudsley.
Well, we said they weren't out of it and they've tried their best to fight back and they've managed to claw one now. It's now Altrincham Aces 6, Sheffield Senators 3, and we've got a bit of a game.
Back to the centre face-off spot. Action resumes after that. Truls Lone going second of the night for Lone. And just after the goal was scored, you saw Doug Jordan there skating to the bench for trying to fire his team up, saying, come on boys, we can do this. But immediately back down the other end, pressure from the Aces. Rogers trying to give mixed signals there. Was he meant to go? Say, hey, it was unsure, so Sullivan skates in, takes control of that play. 11:05 remaining in this game. Britton. Ooh. Popped up there for a hair and has just bodied off the puck by Berry.
Well, tell you what, the Aces can't afford to let another one now go in
Britton
the net.
takes a shot. Oh, what a save, Maudsley. And now they're queuing up. Dunford tries to go around his man.
Oh, and it's... Oh, you thought it was away
Haslam
then.
looked like he was away. He's found Bain, though. Still very much a live play. That was right until Nathan Britton got in there. Fine, Dunford. Dunford turns up ice, tries to go around his man. Great play there by Parks Britton to shut the door. And that's going to be offside. Face off left-hand side of Maudsley in the Altrincham zone. Draw in for Altrincham. Finds Sharrock on the boards. Put back in once more though by Sheffield. Holland plays it out. Jones tried to help it on again. Well, it's picked up there by Otley. Otley, great shot, and Maudsley's got that one wrapped up once more. Face off. Picked up by Altrincham going forward, but immediately turned back in. Knocked forward for Hopkins to chase. He's got support as Bell drives him into the boards. Aces come out with it. Laid off to the point. Oh, it's cleared out. Rogers. Turns straight back in. Hopkins onside. Still Hopkins. Takes a shot. This time Hartley's got his leg pad down in time. Off the leg there of Watson. Ainsworth going to chase that up. Ainsworth leaves it for Watson. Watson now leaves it for Hopkins as Aces set themselves up, but it's immediately turned back out with Humphreys. Senators under pressure. Rogers. It's Watson skating around that net. Humphreys plays it off the skates to Berry. Watson. Shot in and leg pad away again.
Oh, and a swing and a sticks a little bit there.
Find. Brings up Humphreys. Humphreys. Well, Maudsley sat down and still manages to save it, but can't get the Otley goal.
Well, just when he makes a great save, Maudsley, Otley gets the puck just from the side, fires it home, and it's now Altrincham Aces 6, Sheffield Senators 4.
And there's been a timeout called by Altrincham. See, talking in the period break, I was speaking with Coach Elliot Bain, and he was hoping for another performance similar to that 15-3. It's quite clear the game plan's not been stuck to here. Sheffield come to upset the story.
Yeah, certainly have, but the thing is, they're not out of it yet. 2 goals behind, and still a considerable bit of time left in this third and final period for a chance for them to claw back, possibly another 2 goals and tie it up.
And you see Doug Jordan there reading the riot act to the Sheffield bench. Face off as play gets back underway after that Altrincham timeout. Ahern keeps it in at the blue. Dunford manages to clear that away, tries to find Haslam, turned back once more by Sheffield. Pace of this game has stepped up a little bit. Lone cuts inside Maudsley, kicks that out, and it's recovered by Kamnicek, but Sheffield keeping this play alive. Truls Lone all over the puck in a moment. Jordan Holland manages to inject himself in there and get that puck moving forward. Haslam on the boards. Gain the zone. Still Kyle Haslam under immense pressure from the Sheffield Senators. Kamnicek finds Holland. Holland and Haslam. And right now, Sheffield just seem to be in the face of Altrincham every time they turn around. Colton, great forecheck pressure on Kamnicek. Manages to find an open man. Tried to clear it out. Ahern had the read of it. It's been knocked down through the legs of Colton. Bit of an opportunity to try and break away, but it's going to be straight to the stick of Otley. Turns that back round, and all Sheffield are doing at the moment is dumping that puck straight back down the Altrincham zone, forcing them to skate out. It's a great game plan with 6:24 left in this period. Face off to the right-hand side of Hartley. Straight back on the net, picked up by Otley. Tries to oh, great shut off there by Jones. Jones now turns that puck over, unfortunately. He tried to find Britton, but it's Berry that's going to get that. And Ahern skates that round. Under pressure from Wyatt. Senators now struggling to clear the zone. Sharrock through the paint. No one there. They found Humphreys. Humphrey skating it in. Round Berry takes his shot off the blocker of Maudsley. Rogers into the corner.
Oh!
Good effort again. Still Senators. Humphreys looked like he was going to turn that in. Gavigan back into Humphreys in the corner. Through the paint once more. Maudsley called into action. I think it's about the most action Paul Maudsley's seen all game.
Yeah, he's certainly been under a little bit of pressure in this period.
Jones, miscommunication with Sharrock, has given the puck away. In the corner, Ace is trying to dig it out. 4:58 remain. Out in front, picked up there. Kamnicek once more. Off the stick of Jones, played down. Icing waved off as Ainsworth scoops that up. Finds Sharrock in the opposite corner. Sharrock's got Watson in the middle. Off the leg pad of Hartley again. Jordan to Ainsworth. To Watson. Plays it out. Humphreys has picked that up. Kamnicek turns round. It's an outnumbered Tom Humphreys who's forced to skate that in. Holland gets there. Finds Watson. He's got Hopkins ahead of him. Dispossessed once more. And Sheffield now sitting with 3 men behind the puck. Otley twists and turns, tries to create room. Manages to get away. Lewis Otley gains his own. Gets round. Kamnicek back through the slot. Kime. Well, tip of the stick. Otley turns it back the way he wants it to go. Kamnicek plays that over off Holland. Hopkins, sorry. Beats out Lone to that. He certainly has picked up late in this third. Out in front giveaway.
Oh.
Hopkins. Well, looked like he saved his team there. As Gavigan's got the puck. Quick line change from Altrincham. Trying to catch him. Sullivan scoops that loose pass up. Skates it all the way in the zone. Turn back round once more. Gavigan feeds it out to Lone. Lone at the point. Weak shot. Slapped away there by Maudsley into the corner. Sullivan again asks questions of as chases down Ahern. Oh. And now Sheffield certainly finding higher gear. Once more, Maudsley's seen more rubber in this period than he has the entire game. Gannigan. Tried to play it in. Off the board from Bain, picked up by Templar. Templar's brought down there by Sullivan. Well, there's going to be a penalty here. Soon as it's touched up there by Altrincham. And is this what Altrincham need right now? Max Sullivan goes to the box for 2 minutes. And interestingly, Gary, there is yet to be a Sheffield player in the box tonight.
Well, their discipline's been really, really good, but I'm a little shocked that Altrincham have let slip a little bit here. They just need to gather themselves and just play smart. See out the rest of these 2.5 minutes or so.
Altrincham kicked that puck all the way down to the Sheffield zone ahead. Under pressure from Wyatt. On the power play now, the Senators. Man advantage. And that's going to be an icing call. The screams from the Sheffield bench saying it was tipped. Well, Humphrey certainly not happy there. Face-off will be in the Sheffield zone, left-hand side of Hartley.
Oh, and a nice shot.
Kamnicek with that shot, and Sheffield forced to try and get something going. 1:30 remain on the power play.
Oh.
Drop pass for Ahern. Ahern takes it in. Still Ahern.
Oh.
Shot in from Jordan there, just over the blocker of Maudsley at that top corner.
Oh.
Another shot sails wide.
They need to get something soon, Sheffield. Do they want to stay in this?
Shot in, Maudsley. Blocks that away. Holland. Jordan for Sheffield. Into the corner. Rung round. 50 seconds on the penalty. 1:30 in the period. Doug Jordan for Senators. Plays that over. Ahead. Shot off behind. Well, Maudsley's giving that away to Britain. Don't think he realised he was there. Ahead takes a shot again to come off. Jordan Holland, who's managed to clear that down. 20 seconds remain. You've got to wonder, Gary, will Sheffield pull the netminder?
Well, there's 20 seconds on that penalty, you mean. 15 seconds now remaining on it. 56 seconds remaining in the period, and you've got to say yes, Ben. I would chance it if it meant that I could get a quick goal. But 56 seconds, you need 2 quick goals to tie the game.
A timeout call by the Sheffield Senators.
And maybe this is where they're having the decision.
You can see there is Tom Humphries explaining things just haven't been going their way tonight, so they've got a game plan. Hartley returns between the pipes for the Senators. The face-off will be to his left-hand side in the Sheffield zone. They've immediately won that. Trying to drive out with Colton. 8 seconds remain on the power play.
Well, they need to get it down ice as quick as possible.
There comes Hartley to the bench. There goes the power play, back to full-strength hockey.
And it's an open goal, isn't it?
It's an open net. Well, that's going to be an icing call. 31 seconds left in this game. Hartley not returning to his post. So it's a last roll of the dice for the Sheffield Senators. Can they get themselves within a goal and take this to overtime? It's a big ask. 30 seconds, 2 goals. Face off is won by the Aces. Otley takes a shot out in front. Britain takes a shot, saved by Maudsley. It's turned away, Haslam.
Oh, well intercepted.
Colton's got it, 20 seconds on the clock now. Still no sign of Hartley. Final 10 seconds. You can pretty much imagine, well, a little bit of handbags there. And that's Humphries.
Well,
Humphries and Wyatt.
Yeah, we said it was bubbling over.
Oh, it's Berry. Sorry, Tom Humphries and Dan Berry. From where I'm stood there, it looked like Joe Wyatt initially, but we'd had our eye on that matchup tonight anyway. And both men are going to go to the box.
So for the final 7 seconds, both players sitting in the box.
Although it is still 5-on-4 in advantage of Sheffield because they have still got that netminder on the bench. 2 minutes apiece. Crucial drawing goes the way of Sheffield. One timer. Maudsley's pushed it away. 3, 2, 1. There's your buzzer. There's the victory for the Altrincham Aces. And there is guaranteed playoff hockey.
Well, certainly looks that way. Tough game for the Senators, who needed that win to keep in the race and hold of their 4th spot. But the Aces there celebrating because they know they're pretty much assured post-season hockey in the playoffs, which you can catch here. Right on Drop the Puck, we'll be getting all of the games, both semi-finals and the final, you'll be able to catch on our YouTube channel. But of course, there's nothing better than actually attending the day. So tickets will be available. We'll put a link on our Facebook and YouTube channels and our usual social media places, but here at Planet Ice Altrincham, it's the Aces coming away with a vital win over the Sheffield Senators. It's Aces 6, Sheffield Senators 4. Join us after this short break.
Dunarmus Sportswear. Sponsors have dropped the puck. Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
And with Tom Sherrick of the Altrincham Aces. Tom, impressive performance there tonight. Game plan coming in?
Just one of them, just our work again. I think that's been our plan all season. I don't think we played the prettiest hockey all season, but you know, every week we turn up, everybody works hard for 60 minutes. You know, whether it's home or away, we always work hard in any team in this league. You know, we beat every team, I think, in this league this season, you know, so it'll be the same in the next two. Everyone turns up, works hard for 60 minutes and just see where we finish in the table now. I think that win tonight has took us in the playoffs, you know, and that was our goal at the start of the season. You know, there's a few coaches around the league, who said, you know, it was hard get them motivated to play us, you know, so, you know, it is nice. I think, you know, us and Hull were probably the first team, you know, to secure that playoff spot, you know, so it's nice that.
Now, tonight, Paul Maudsley in between the pipes absolutely stood in his head there. Had an amazing game. He's had a great season.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, every week, you know, he's been brilliant, you know, and it makes a massive difference. You know, everyone's playing with confidence in front of him just because of how good he is in the net, you know what I mean? You know, he's been the standout player all season. You know, we got Vlad who's scoring a lot of goals. Everyone's chipping him, you know, but Maudsley, right from the start, you know, he's been fantastic every week. He really has.
Now, you mentioned it earlier there. Obviously, that does cement hockey and, you know, playoff hockey there for the Aces. But you've still got 2 regular season games to play yet. One of those is away to Hull. I think there's a 3-week break in between. That's going to be a real test there. That could also be a dry run of the championship game. What's your feelings on that one?
Yeah, I mean, I think at the minute it's in Hull's hands. I think they've got a few games in hand on us. So we'll just have to keep our eye on those results. You know, hopefully things go in our favour, you know, and it can be that game when we go to Hull at the end of the season can be a big game, you know, and you know, whoever wins it, you know, can take that league title. But like I say, you know, we've achieved what we set out to achieve this season now. The next 2 games, you know, we'll turn up the way we have done all season and work hard. And we'll just see how it finishes at Hull, you know. I mean, if they win all their games, you know, I mean, it's out of our hands now, you know, so all we need to do is just have to wait and see.
And surely you've got to have one eye on that 4th place spot, because at the moment it's still between Widnes and Sheffield battling away. Right now it's more than likely looking yourself, Hull and Bradford. They're going to be at Planet Ice Widnes. If you had to have a choice, who would you take, Widnes or Sheffield?
To be honest, I don't really care. You know, we beat every team this season. You know, I think it would be special to go to Widnes, you know, and beat them in their own barn in the playoffs. You know, I think that would be nice for everybody. But like I say, you know, we beat everybody, you know, quite convincingly this season, whether it's been home or away. You know, so going into the playoffs, you know, I don't think we'll be bothered who we play. Whether it's Hull, Bradford, Widnes, Sheffield, you know, I don't think we care. You know, we'll turn up on Saturday at the playoffs. You know, everyone will work hard for 60 minutes, and hopefully, you know, we'll get through to Sunday night.
So no changing game plan at all when it comes to playoffs. Just carry the same form on from the season.
Thoughts, you know, I mean, it's all up to the coaches and that. You know, we go out and play the game. You know, but as long as there's players, everyone goes out and works hard. You know, we give ourselves a chance. You know, I think that's what it is.
Well, Tom, we will see you there at the playoffs at Planet Ice Widnes. We hope you have a great result for the next 2 games, and we'll catch you again soon.
Thanks a lot, lads. Cheers.
And with Sheffield Senators netminder Mark Hartley. Mark, disappointing result there tonight, but great game, great effort in that 3rd.
Yeah, no, the boys were trying to get the pucks in deep, and we were crashing the net. Left it a little too late towards the end. I mean, to be honest, I don't think it was through any of their own skill, if I'm honest. I think we gifted them pretty much everything. I think if we'd played differently or played how we did in the last 10, we probably could have took them. But unfortunately, we bit ourselves, I'm afraid.
So one of the things you can take away tonight, obviously, and we did say about Sheffield in the commentary, absolutely amazing discipline there. One penalty right at the dying seconds they're turned over. Is the discipline something that's been worked on this season?
Yeah, the boys are trying to stay out of the box. We're trying to avoid stupid penalties because they do cost us. We went through a phase of perhaps being not as disciplined as we should do. We were running up a few penalty minutes. We've had a big talk into about that. The boys are all on board and we're trying to avoid it and just concentrate on the play.
And obviously sat in that fourth spot going in today, playoff hockey. It's potentially obviously what the Senators want, but what's the game plan going ahead now?
I mean, it's been a tough year, change in coaching staff. Playoffs were always going to be a bonus. I think it'd take a bit of a miracle for us to make it now. Obviously, if we do, fantastic. I think witness would suit us on the ice. But for now, it's just to play and finish strong, I think. Just keep working on what we're doing. Next year, we're trying to focus on sort of getting everything ready for next year and having a different year next year, a stronger, more consistent season.
Well, Mark, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here on the show tonight. Great hockey out there. Hopefully, we'll see you at Planet Ice Witness on the 4th, but if not, we'll catch you again very soon.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Well, to me, Ben, that was an interesting game, but at one point, I thought the Senators were going to nick that,
I was just having a quiet word with Coach Elliot Bain there afterwards, and I said to him, considering you feel high cruising at the moment, was that really something to be celebrating? And he joked saying it was all in control. But, I've got a question now.
We know the truth, Elliot.
But no, in all fairness, a little bit of complacency slipped in. Few silly penalties that really shouldn't, Aces could have done without. Don't get me wrong, proof, great goal on the shorthand by Sharrock. But at the end of the day, I think it was very conservative play by Altrincham. I think they already knew they had playoff hockey, or they were playoff bound, and they wanted to just make sure they comfortably got through there.
But a very disciplined game by both teams, very few penalties. But when the one penalty come against the Aces, and Sheffield are on the power play, the Aces score a short-handed goal.
Yeah, so like you said earlier in the introduction, both special teams for both teams quite prolific. Easily could put the puck in the net. Aces proved me right yet again, and I really do think it's been an unfortunate season. Is how I would sum it up for Sheffield. A lot of potential, a lot of promise, a lot of off-ice incidents that aren't
peaked early, maybe.
It's hard to say. But right now, I've kind of got full focus on these playoffs because they're lining up to be very, very interesting.
Not allowed to say that word. But tonight's result, of course, keeps the Aces in second spot and assures them playoff action in the playoffs. Senators still holding on to that fourth spot, but could the Widnes Wild pinch it off them? Game's currently underway and we're still waiting for the results on them. But the tables as they stand still looks the same as it was last week. Hull at the top, Aces second, Bradford third, and currently Sheffield in fourth. But going into the final few weeks of the season, Ben, Aces have got the Dragons at home next, and then they're away at Hull, a really important game. Then you've got the Senators, they've got Dragons home and away. Then they've got Bradford and Telford. Now, the Dragons, as we know, can pull a game out of the bag when they want to, so they could make things difficult for both the Aces and for the Senators, more so for the Senators. But again, Hull, one of them teams that's got to play everybody pretty much. They've still got a lot of games in hand, as have Widnes Wild. So the playoff picture still isn't settled, is it?
No, by all means, and yeah, like I said in the interview earlier with Tom Sharrock, that, to be honest with you, that next game for them, the Hull game, that's going to be a dry run for the championship game, in my opinion. I really do think that could be, the final two. But still, Hull have managed to play a very clever game this season, have got a lot of dictation over what goes on below them, and have cemented themselves in that top spot. So it's really going to be interesting.
Well, it's been a great game here. You can catch all of our games previously and previous playoff games as well, because we have our playoffs from last season, which is a great watch for anybody, and it gives you a taste of what we kind of do, because we'll be covering it again this year. And you can catch us on our Instagram channel, you can catch us on Facebook, Twitter, and of course on our YouTube channel. And don't forget, we've got our website, which is basntv.com. Ben, I've had a great time here at Altrincham Ice. I always do. It's a bit cold though.
Yeah, a little bit cold, but great time. And obviously you can catch all the action here next time on Drop the Puck.